So we have arrived with the honorable woman of God, Pastor Rose Allen, and here we are in Helsinki. We have a very smooth flight, and then we are now going to relax for the long journey of flight of 4 hours, and then tomorrow will be the start of the day event for the restoration of the Independence Day of Biafra. So we are with the woman of God, Pastor Rose Allen.
I want to tell the Biafrans that O mereme, ihai neme, owi hemo, onai na churaja woke mo. Ihai neme, owi hemo, onai na churaja woke mo. Owoke mo, onai na churaja woke mo. Biafra. This is the second time again that I'm coming to Helsinki.
Exactly.
We, the German, all the brigade, all the German Biafran.
All the way from Frankfurt.
Let me tell you one thing you don't know. God of Biafra, the Chuko Kikabiama, has assigned that this day will be free from the Janja will.
Exactly.
Will be free from the Britain.
Exactly.
We'll be free from the evil marriage they gave to us, that we said no.
Yes.
Look at Helsinki. Look at them. They knows what it means to be a freedom. Let me tell you where these videos will go. I want to tell you, you can't touch that man that Chuko Kikabiama has protected, which is our Prime Minister. His Excellency Obatobia. Finisher.
Yes.
He is a finisher. So let me tell you, because he got that transformer. We have come to finish everything that our ancestors they took from us.
Exactly.
Mazojuku went to his side and come back. He couldn't make it. If you understand, and all the rest, Mazin Namdekalu is in DSS dungeon waiting for us. Now you took Mazi Simon, but he is not yours. He's out. You can see what he did today in Twitter. Let me tell you, Mazi Namdekalo say Moma Adaptara Biafra, and you can see what COS Odogunwani name.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I will turn down our wakashu now. I stand as a Biafran rep, as German rep, to tell you that all my comrades all over the world, come up is reality. History is going to make by us, you. Let me tell you that nothing, we are like a yam. Anywhere you cut us will grow. You don't think that, you see, you hold Ojuku, he left. You hold Mazin Amdekal, nothing. You hold someone else, nothing. You can't hold everybody because Biafra has come to stay. We want to merge with other countries.
Yes.
Gabon has getting their right. South Africa have their own freedom. Why wouldn't be Biafra? Then, this time around, I want to tell you that Ihai neme oyoke mo Onyai na chulaja woke mo Ihai neme oyoke mo Onyai na choke mo Onyai neme oyoke mo Onyai na chulaja woke mo. This is Helsinki. So, duty free for you to see that we are in Helsinki.
Yes.
And we are not going back. Yes. And this is our people that will pilot us. Yes. And now they are going home.
Yes.
And we want to tell the world, this is the Helsinki.
Yeah.
That's why Mazba is fighting for us to make sure that he got us the freedom. Look at
here
how
we are. Biafra freedom or nothing.
It's God.
You have heard it from the woman of God. We are here to make sure that we declare the independent state of Biafra after the referendum, which will be on the 28th. And then on the 2nd is the redeclaration of independent state of Biafra. And there's no going back to that. Whatever the zoo people are doing, they have entered one chance.
Yes.
What we want this time is now or never.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's no
already it's been
question.
signed in the
Yes.
heaven.
Yes.
That na Helsinki where we get our referendum, and na Helsinki is where we are going to emerge. As I'm coming now, my identity is fully Biafra. And you don't need to miss it.
Biafra or
You
nothing.
can get your ticket
Here
and
we
come
are.
over.
Here we
There
are.
is not.
Helsinki.
You can get your ticket.
Helsinki,
We
here
love
we
you,
are.
our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon
Simon
Ekpa.
Ekpa.
Once again, I want to say thank you for all the good work, for not giving up for us.
Yes.
All the stress, all the betrayal, all the suffering, all the cry. Now, history. You have made history for Biafra. The world are talking about you. The world cannot sleep without you. The whole world. You told them that you are giving them 2 weeks for them to talk about you. Today, sir, they are talking about you. They don't sleep. But I want to tell you that you are the best thing that ever happened for Biafra.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And
Thank
continue
you.
remembrance. Bye-bye.
So Biafra, here we come.
All right, lovers of freedom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You are welcome to this YouTube channel. You know, this is where we'll give you every information you need about the Biafra movement, about the liberation of Biafra from the Nigerian state, about the liberation of the people, the freedom people, the people of love from the zoo country called Nigeria. Now, you can see how the Biafrans in diaspora are arriving in Finland. It's going to be a very, very great occasion. This particular convention will shake the whole world. This particular convention will draw the attention of so many world leaders so that they will realize what is happening in Nigeria. Because the only solution to Nigerian problem is division. That is it. The country is too big. The only solution to the Nigerian state is division. So this particular convention will draw a lot of attention from the world leaders to really know what's happening. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this is happening in Finland. I'm so happy that we are in an age where technology is everywhere, where everybody have access to social media. Look at how the news of Simon Ekpa spreaded on the social media. Look at how the news of his arrest was being broadcasted by every media house in the zoo state. That is the key plan, and that is the strategy. They don't know what they are doing because by them, with the propaganda and with the kind of reaction that social media got that day towards the arrest of Simon Ekpa, believe me, the attention and the reaction the Nigerians will feel after this convention will be different, because every Biafran will be very, very proud. Every Biafran will be very, very proud. Now we have a government in diaspora. It's not business as usual. It's not IPOP. Now we have a government in diaspora, being headed by our minister, Simon Ekpa. So there are so many departments. Shortly, I will be playing a video of the chief of staff. If you see what this woman said, if you see the kind of evidence that we are provided to the Finnish government, my dear, Nigerian state is in deep problem. Look at the whole Nigeria. Okay, who is in charge of Nigeria now? The president is traveling up and down. In less than a year, Tinubu have traveled more than 1,000 times. In less than a year. He just arrived from Brazil. Now he's going to France again with his wife. The vice president is in Ivory Coast. They keep traveling. Every day they are traveling. A video was captured yesterday of close to 5,000 Boko Haram entering Nigeria. 5,000 Boko Haram and bandits, 5,000 entering the North Central. It was shown everywhere yesterday. But this particular Zoom media, they will never show you these things. That is why I'm telling you they are against us. They are against us. They have never posted or they have never broadcasted anything that will interest the Biafrans. But what they keep doing is to broadcast things that will damage and destroy our liberation from the zoo. That is it. They have never broadcasted anything that concerns us, the Biafran, that will benefit us, the Igbos. Look at what is happening in the north. Close to 8,000 terrorists, 8,000 bandits and Boko Haram. They are invading Nigeria now. I'm telling you, the Nigeria state is sinking. But the president is traveling up and down. The commander-in-chief of the armed forces is traveling up and down from Brazil to France, from France to US. Why can't the president stay one place and sort out all these issues? So Nigeria is a sinking state. That is why we, the Biafrans, are trying so possible not to sink with them. We don't want to sink with them. That is why we are fighting so hard to get our liberation. That is why come 2nd of December, the whole world will realize what we are fighting for. And the movement of Biafrans will become another cause. Believe me, we have an army now. Believe me, we have an army. We have a government in diaspora, a well-organized government in diaspora. A lot will be shared on this broadcast. So if you are just joining us now, do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel and relax. More videos and more updates will be shared. Now relax and listen.
I'll cover here because of time. In Nigeria, there is oppression, suppression, and killing of unarmed, innocent citizens just for marching on the street. You're all familiar with the last march that was done like 2 or 3 months ago, the End Bad Governance. Do you all know how many innocent Nigerians that were killed by President Tinubu using the Nigerian police and army? They were up to, I believe, they were up to 30 to 50 or more innocent indigenous Nigerians murdered in the northern part of Nigeria for nothing, just because they were marching against bad government. Some of you are familiar with the NSARS march, which happened in Nigeria. Some of you are familiar with the number of innocent Nigerians that were killed during that protest. Even though Nigerian government denied, nobody was killed. But all the human rights activists, all the human rights report has pointed to the fact that Nigerian government murdered innocent NSARS people, NSARS Nigerian, just because they were protesting against the brutality of the reintegrated terrorists that entered Nigerian police. That was why the Nigerian government killed all of them. There was the Aba march, the innocent Nigerians were killed. The Mo march, innocent Nigerians, and these are all unarmed, innocent citizens expressing their point, expressing their right against bad leadership. There was a Headbridge massacre. There was a Mo massacre. All these were done by the Nigerian government. Anybody that's saying that our PM is instigating, Nigerians and Biafrans here, we love to confront you, to ask you, well, how do you define instigation when innocent indigenous are murdered by their hundreds every month and nobody is talking about it except our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and our leader Nnamdi Kanu and others. We all are aware of the recent Okuama killing. Over 100 citizens, mostly males, were killed by the Nigerian military. Innocent citizens. How many court cases do we have in Nigeria against this military that murdered these innocent people today? How many have been, I'm not even going to go talk about compensation. But where are the court cases against the Nigerian government for the killing of these innocent citizens in Okuama? the oil-rich Delta region. Who is talking about that? Who is telling Nigerian government you cannot take life that you did not give? Nobody. Only our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has sworn by his life. He is going to defend Biafrans and any indigenous Nigeria that is going through what Biafrans are going through. So I tell the Finland government at this moment, please, any questioning that's been going on our Prime Minister, please release him ASAP. Let him just have his freedom. Give him back his telephone. Because this battle, you are not going to win it. Nobody. Because it is the right thing for us to do. And we must continue to do that. I've talked about the reintegration and rehabilitation of non-terrorists into the Nigerian system. And the current Nigerian Defense Minister, Christopher Musa, has explained in detail how Nigeria reintegrates non-terrorists. And I can tell you at this point that some of these terrorists that are reintegrated into Nigeria by President Tinubu and Christopher Musa, Senator Godswill Akpabio, these people have started taxing indigenous Nigeria in some states of Nigeria. In some states of Nigeria, if they don't pay taxes to these reintegrated terrorists, they will not allow them to harvest their farms. All of you listening to me here, both abroad and home, tell me, is this the kind of thing that happens in your own country, where terrorists are officially reintegrated due to the government policies, and they take over the land, and then the indigenous are now being held hostage and being taxed? If they don't pay the tax, they are not going to cultivate, they cannot going to reap the fruits of their labor. They cannot go to their farms. Think about this. We have a lot of kidnap going on in Nigeria. Mass burials. We have mass burials in Borno, Kaduna, Katsina, Imo, Anambra, Ebonyi. Mass burial. This, again, I want you all to be very clear with me today. The reintegration of non-terrorists into Nigeria doesn't just happen. So I'm calling on America, I'm calling on Europe, I'm calling on Finland, I'm calling on all the developed countries of the world to be fully aware that these reintegrated terrorists, they don't just come to Nigeria. The Nigerian government invites them for political reasons to win elections. And when they've helped them to win the elections, then they want to dump them back to the Sahel where they belong to, and they refuse to go. That is what is going on. When they refuse to go, Christopher Musa, the defense minister, what he does is now craft a policy with President Tinubu and Buhari, the ex-president, to reintegrate these terrorists into the Nigerian system. And that is why the havoc is going to even get worse. What country in the world rehabilitates and reintegrates non-terrorists? Because the Nigerian government does not know what it takes to safeguard the lives and properties of its citizens. That is why they have that policy. All they want is power. Who is going to help me get power? But Biafrans, we are going to let the world know the power belongs to the people. The power does not belong to the people you brought in to vote for you in an election so that you're going to win the election. I'm going to talk about the compromise and corruption during elections in Nigeria. Candidates are imposed on citizens. Even the Supreme Court cannot go free of this system. We have an instance where a governor that was fought in the state election, Hope Uzodinma, was eventually brought to the first position. And currently he is the governor in a state in Nigeria. All thanks to the Nigerian state headed by President Tinubu, the Nigeria Supreme Court that swore that guy to power after another person won the election. Let me talk about the lack of justice. No obedience to the rule of law. Nigeria is a lawless country. Lawless in every sense. And all of you, most of you are aware, when Nigeria tried to contest in the United Nations human rights position, only 2 or 3 people voted for Nigeria. There's a reason for that. Finland, I'm telling you, there is a reason when Nigeria contested it was last year, United Nations position for human rights. Now, as you all are aware, our Prime Minister is a fine Finnish international lawyer that understood the rights of people and we are open to work closely with the United States and Finland to stop terrorism and make the world a better place. Biafra participation and recognition during the South Korea Peace Summit attests to the quest for peace and the use in every available means to build a peaceful world. Most of you watched me when I was in South Korea for the International Peace Conference, the HWPL. Those are the kind of programs that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa supports. Because to make the world a better place, you have to be able to understand the role, not just women, also the role women, men, and international community plays in making the world a better place. And every single country, IWPG has over 222 member countries. Each and every one of them that was present during my South Korea visit, all of them, some of them were even crying. They said they never knew that something like this was happening in Nigeria. The first time, when I say the first time, there's a reason why I say this is the first time genuine Biafrans are propagating the freedom of Biafra. Some in the past, what they do, they pretend they are propagating, they go behind and take bribes from the Nigerian government, from the Southeast state governors. And they will be there talking to you about Biafra, but they never meant what they're saying. That is why some of them today, currently, are working for the Nigerian zoo government, are working for the Nigerian Southeast governors that are killing and maiming our people. And I plead with you, Biafrans, please do not be deceived anymore. As we are declaring, we are going to face these terrorists, these monsters. We're going to face them head on. They cannot come and kill us and render our land useless. Biafra is going to have the best airport, the best rail line, the best education, the best healthcare system among the nations, because we have the individuals that do it. Our able leader Nnamdi Kanu has said he can never.
Our Biafran restoration, wherever they are in Finland against the total restoration of the kingdom of Chukwukabiamai in this planet Earth, in our sort of government house of representatives, house of assembly, house of senate, house of rep, local government chairman, council of chief, community leaders, traditional leaders, wherever they are in their planet Earth, in the four corners of this planet Earth, in their marine kingdom, in their Owunu kingdom, in their Ekaka kingdom, planning evil against the total restoration of the kingdom of Chukwukabiamai. Let their evil plan turn against their in Oria, in Afro, the evil plans of enemy will go back to them. In the mighty name of God,
to address her?
No, I'm not the yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so David Nana, you can go. We have 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, Dochi. COS. Good evening, ma'am, from my location.
Good evening.
And we appreciate you for what you do. And in 2021, 19th of June 2021, our leader, Mazin Nandioku Kano, we were meant to understand that he was kidnapped from Kenya. Biafrans all over the world waited to hear from Mazin Nandekano. We didn't hear from him until 8 days or 10 days later. Everybody was surprised to see Mazin Nandekano in Nigeria. At this time, Mazin Nandekano was surrounded himself, those they called members of the DOS. No word from them, even after 8 days that he was kidnapped. In this similar situation, our Prime Minister, we couldn't hear him just for a day. And within 24 hours, you came online and was able to douse the tension. And you told us what the situation is. You also followed it up with a tweet, which in that tweet, you thanked the Finland government or the Finnish government for protecting our Prime Minister. I want to appreciate you for being timely in dousing the fears in the minds of Biafrans. My question to you, Ma, have you been able to speak with our Prime Minister since this issue came out? That's my first question.
You want me to answer the first one? So I've spoken with somebody that saw PM as of today, and PM is Helen Hardy, and like I said, he's just being questions. He's delivering information to the Finnish local police, and very, very sound. So yes, I spoke with somebody that saw PM as of this morning. PM is very okay. It's just those brief restrictions, and again, like I said, based on the gossips that Nigeria has used some of our Biafran agents in Finland to tell the Finnish local police, and those are some of the things that his PM is delivering the facts, the informations with his lawyer to them. So again, that is the stand of the issue right now. So he doesn't have access to his phone at this time, but PM is in a comfortable place, very safe, very sound, just relaxing. And then, he and his lawyers digging it out. It's gonna be there. Probably if at all gets to court, it's going to be a court case between Nigeria and Biafra. So state, country to country. That is what it is right now. But the PM is very hale, very happy. And I spoke with somebody that saw him just this morning. PM is just okay. It's just that in every country, we have to follow their protocols. It's not about what we want to see happen. Again, like I said, PM has always waited for a day like this. And he kept telling Biafrans, regardless of what is going, he is looking forward for a day like this when a formal report will be made to a government about Biafra so that he can table what is going on in Biafra to that particular country. And it's just to safeguard and also for security too. That's the answer to that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. If I may ask a second question, I want to ask you, were you in any way surprised at the situation of the moment? Because I asked this in respect to the fact that within 48 hours, you came out with a well-detailed message for the Biafran people. Then if you were taken back by surprise, how then can you be able to put yourself together in order to put such message out for Biafrans to understand the situation of the PM?
All right. Thank you so much for that question. And again, like I said, the Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, has already put a very powerful structure for this government. It's not just, he didn't do it alone. He did it with the help of people like myself, with the people like other people, the cabinet members, the de facto members, and Biafrans in general. So it's not something that just one person can do. And I keep telling people, the restoration of Biafra this week is not an individual thing. I want everybody to be very, very clear on that message. Holding in Nnamdi Kanu, asking PM this question, that one, that the Nigerian government, somebody like say you're a terrorist from the terrorist. The newspaper in Finland came out and said PM is never involved in terrorism. Now they say PM is inciting. So if PM is inciting some of us, all of us here listening that are Biafrans, and then that's why, trying to say that the incitement is because when PM, the bottom line is, why is it that when PM stays in Finland and talks, Biafrans respect? And then when the Southeast governors like Soludo, like Tinubu, like Akpabio, all those people in Southeast, Enugu state governor, when they give order, Biafrans don't respect them. So that question has now gone to court, which is a great thing. I don't really know if, at that level. But the reason is because our prime minister is a very smart individual. You all know he's a lawyer, very seasoned person. He has led many Biafran and Igbo organizations. This is not just the first time. But having the right people around him and sometimes telling us that something like this could happen has prepared the government to respond in a timely manner. And also, we being in touch with him, it has also helped us to know the true situation of things. Thank you.
Thank you. I must confess that during your youthful days, you must be a very strong-willed woman because you have exhibited it in this your response to the Nigerian state. And that leads me to the last question, ma'am. Now that you have weathered the storm, and with the way you are speaking, to me, it seems you are ready for the eventuality, whatever that comes with the restoration of Biafra, 2nd of December 2024, ma'am.
So is that a question, or do you have a question, or?
Yes, I am saying that you must be a very strong, real woman in your youthful days, and you have exhibited it in how you responded to the terrorist Nigerian state and how you have, doused the tension in this situation that we found ourselves. The question is, are you ready? Are you really ready for any eventuality that may arise in respect to the second declaration, restoration of Biafra, 2nd of December?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. Again, let me tell you clearly right now, there's no eventuality. The right for self-determination is protected by the United Nations. It's protected by most African organizations. It's protected by most business laws. So the right for us to say we have a right to choose